Hey folks, welcome to Shadow Empire. This is episode 54. Okay, this is now round number 108. This turn took me a little while to set up, and that was partly because there was some kind of admin-y kind of things that I needed to do, like drawing out borders. Let me just remove all this stuff. Okay, so like drawing out borders for our zones. I've actually created a new zone here as well. I'm going to take you there. Let's have a look. So here we've created a new zone. This is it's now called Zemonia, and I literally created it this turn. But Zemonia actually consists of a railhead. That's all there is there at the moment. The issue being is the railhead here was just a little bit too far out from all the other zones. It's actually, you see, one of the things that's deceptive about this game now is that we are covering such a huge portion of the map that, you know, areas that seem quite small are actually quite far away from one another, and it's kind of difficult to see just quite how far these distances are unless you kind of zoom out a little bit, you know. And so anyway, I created this new zone. Next turn we'll be able to get somebody in there, but the main reason I did that was basically because it would have been causing administrative stress. It's always good to have a few extra zones. Got to be a bit careful about having too many zones. Like, you don't want to just crush zones in next to one another like you're playing Civilization 3. It doesn't really... Shadow Empire is not going to work very well like that. The amount of population growth you get, it's very, very small. And it helps to have them, you know, if that's what you're going for, it probably helps to have them in one place. But I'm not super sure about that. Okay, anyway, the other thing that I did, and I actually had to go back and replay my turn. Not replay the turn, but I actually went back to the previous turn because I hadn't done this. And that was, I didn't change everybody over to the second SHQ. So they wouldn't be getting as many supplies. Now, this actually, it turns out that kind of like minor save scumming that I did had absolutely no effect. It really didn't make any difference to the amount of food and fuel and ammunition that I was receiving, at least not in a very obvious way. But I kind of like, I played that through, and then I realized, I was like, I've created this second SHQ and you know, loaded it up and assigned it to all these different places. Yeah, look, there's another zone that I need to figure out. And I assigned them all these different places, right? And the SHQ is all set up as far as I could tell, but then I forgot to actually assign the OHQ commanders over to it. And that's a problem because it basically means that we're still, you know, all those guys down there are still going to be using the logistics from the first SHQ. And the second SHQ is just going to be building stuff up, you know, building piles of unused ammunition, food, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's why I did that. And like I say, it turned out that it didn't really make a huge amount of difference, to be honest. So we do have a decent connection now. You'll notice that we are using a lot less. There's going to be less bottlenecks. I might just delete this road here. Let's just get rid of that. There we are. Hold on. I see what I've done here. Can you see the mistake I've made? We need rail. Down like that. There we go. Okay, that was the problem. So that was probably causing me issues. I need to be a little bit more diligent in the way that I'm going about my logistic stuff, to be honest. Like, I think I've mostly gone through most of these places and blocked off anything, you know, with traffic lights. It shouldn't be... They shouldn't be drawing excessive logistic points, but it's such a big map now. I probably missed something, and that was a glaring error. So you'll see that actually that's quite a significant bottleneck. What was happening here was that I was pretty much locking everything off along this way, and there was no rail connection between here. So hopefully that's fixed. What have caused a big? I mean, it might have caused me a problem over the long term, but short term, it's not an issue. We need to get this core some more troops, and men is something that we are really not short of. So let's get some of these guys over. We've got plenty of points. How many do we need? We need 19,000. Is that right? Yeah, because these are hundreds, aren't they? So no, 19,000 is that many. There we go. Perfect. So I have a real problem with seeing digits on first glance sometimes, and which is really not good because I'm supposed to be training to be a computer scientist, and honestly sometimes I have to kind of look at them because they jump out at me. They dance around. It must be all that acid I took as a youth. And I'm joking, by the way. Or am I? Okay, so here we go. Let's what do we need here? Again, maths is failing me, so I need 800 and 580. Is that right? 5,800? I think that's right. 5,800. See how good my maths is. Oh, it's perfect today. Not bad considering I've been up for such a long time. Okay. Alright. Now that amusing stuff is over, let's have a look at what's going on with the history lesson. Oh, not the history lesson, sorry. The history playback. So we are going to see a Robosphere Republic really putting pressure on Gigoix Republic as well. And these guys are actually falling back now to defend their main province. Look, they're not even really making much of an effort to attack me and push me off. I just don't think they can. I don't think they've got much there. Now there was a battle here, look. Let's stop that and just go back. So we had they were actually attacking us here, and they lost 200 men, but they had about what 16. They had about 20,000 men, or 2,000 men, sorry, and we were attacking mostly similar number of troops, and they mostly killed reptiloids and machine gunners. But we stood firm. And that's just saying that we stood stern. Let's carry on. Yeah, so you see they're forming a defensive position around Boston now. This turn took quite a long time to process actually this time. The turn times, funnily enough, have been decreasing, and I do wonder if partly that's because there are less AI factions now. The mages have mostly swallowed them up, but there has been. I mean, the turn times are still quite significant. You know what though? They're not long enough that it dissuades me from playing the game, because generally what's happening, right? So after I've done a turn here, after I've finished recording, I'll tend to kind of just like have a look around to see if there's anything I missed. So there are small bits and pieces that I am doing off camera, just like. Sometimes I'm deleting roads or ensuring that, you know, say I've forgotten to build something somewhere, I might build something minor like a university or something. And then what happens is I'll roll the turn and I tend to go and do something else, like and just have a break from the computer, or I'll just kind of like look at Discord or something like this. But yeah, I found that if I don't, I kind of just sit and watch the AI play out, and sometimes I'll kind of think about what's going on. But yeah, the turn times can be quite long. They've been as long as like 10-12 minutes. I think that's about the longest they've been. And this is a pretty big game. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. So, discovered fuel deposits in artificial biped. We're just coming out of this. Well, we're in the last stages of this decade of corruption. We took Maytrune, or Maya Truini, something like this, Maytruini, and we got a fate point. We researched helicopter engines, so now we can get helicopters, and I'd like to have a bit of a play with those. And we just got a bunch of the usual cards. I don't think there's anything in there that's particularly new. Let's have a quick look at the decisions. Okay, so there's an incident at the library, and this is by one of our OHQ commanders, the 3rd Machine Gun Infantry Corps. That would be... must be these guys over here. Yeah, the 3rd here. What have you done, Camden Quint Dark? So she's... is she? Yeah. So she's actually enrolled soldiers who were supposed to be local youths in a book club. Now people are upset. What's this? Minos. What is Minos like? Minos is doing okay. We don't have a whole lot of troops there. but that's probably quite easy to raise a formation in. Look at this. Everybody wants me to reverse this decision. Look at that. Minus 40. This person likes mind and democracy. And yeah, that's... Oh, wow, this is a real problem. Just reverse the decision of the leader. Okay. I don't want that person rebelling. I don't think they're low enough to rebel yet, but like, I really don't want that person rebelling. Applied Science Council. Applied Science Council. What are they actually working on right now? Let's have a look. Organizations. Applied Science Council. So, current task priority, armor piercing optimization. So that's what we're actually working on at the moment, and we are 12 points into it. So, oh no, sorry. Yeah, we're not gone far into that. Now that is optimization for your small arms, I think, in when it comes to attacking hard targets, which is useful. Let's have a look. Where are we? Conventional? No, not conventional small arms. Armor piercing. Armor piercing optimization. This technology improves the lethality of your small arms and guns versus armored targets. By changing the shape, composition, and explosives, the impact of bullets and flechettes on hard targets is improved. This is alright, but I might switch them. Basically, I guess that's just going to give us an overall soft target, sorry, a hard target increase on our soldiers all round. So, I mean, yeah, 118 versus, I mean, I don't know, I don't remember what it was, but I assume that that's gone up. In fact, I wonder if you can actually see here in the design log. So if we were to look at hard defense, that just says it's based on firepower. And then we've got the hard defend modified for weapon type, modified for foot immobile. Okay. I'm not really oh, hold on. Armor piercing effectiveness for all weapons and versus hard targets. 80 bonus percentage. Now, so we've got personal armor optimization, look. So it is giving us, I wonder if what happens is when you've got this armor piercing effectiveness or any of these applied science council things, it's actually applying it when you create the model. Maybe one of you guys in the comments who knows the game a bit better could fill me in on that. I expect that's what's going on there. But yeah, I'm starting to come up to one of those parts of the game where I'm still learning it actually. Okay, anyway, let's go back to what we were doing here. What is there to discover? Yeah, so I think most of these we can't get yet. Now we have discovered, we've not discovered helicopter design, so that's one we could get. It's looking like mostly, oh yeah, we got turbojet engine as well. Interesting. That might be the better engine. Oh, we can get Thropter wings as well. But these are all the Air Council, I believe. So, let's put it up to Discovery 33 and carry on. And I might just call Bertie Starman just quickly. And let's change his research priority. I think there's all sorts of stuff we could get. Fuel efficiency might be useful. What does fuel mix optimization do? That increases the real fuel production of your assets. Right, okay, so it just kind of creates more fuel. This makes engine design more efficient. Let's go for fuel efficiency. I think this might be useful to get a few points in. Okay, Air Force Research Council. Heavy rocket engine is no use. Lightweight alloys would be useful. Propeller engine efficiency. We really went far into that, didn't I? Like, what a waste. I mean, I don't know. I might use them. I think not, though. Rocket engine efficiencies we're not going to be using. Aerodynamic design. Aircraft ruggedness. At least we went quite high in aircraft design. That's pretty useful. Maybe jet engine efficiency might be useful, or something like aerodynamics. Lightweight alloys increase the power to weight ratio of your flying designs. That's got to be useful as well. Let's go for that for a little while. I'll tell you one thing. With the way that the linear research texts go, I often just forget about them, and it's sometimes I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've not spoken to like my Applied Science Council, and then I'll realise that I've gone like 88 or 90% into one of those texts, and then it really, the amount of research you have to put in to get those last 10% or 20% is just really high, so it's usually not that worth it. Okay, protests in Matriuni. This is the one that we just took. Oh, that's Opalmont. Which one's Matriuni then? Ah, here we go. There we go. This one here. We do have plenty of troops. So I think... Oh, there's hardly anybody there. I think raising autocracy at this point is probably a bad idea. Let's go with democracy. Now we've got a meritocracy roll to make. That's a pretty difficult roll. That's Gannet. Gannet is this truck station place up here, I think. Yeah, I think it's just mostly, it's truck station bureaucratic officers. They've not got enough workers. That's the problem here. And, okay, so the issue here now is that in the second SHQ, they don't have enough colonists. So we need to start... I need to start calling the governors and getting some colonists up, because we need to start figuring this out. I don't know if we've got enough troops here. Mind you, there's hardly anyone there, is there? Mind you, there's 8,000. Now there's plenty. I've got a whole mechanised infantry brigade there. Go on, send them in. Okay, so we lost 100 troops, 400 militants killed. Major worker strike in Salzburg. Let's just pay for this one. Quack doctors again. Do you know what? I just... Out of all the stuff in this game that is the most unbelievable, it's this one. Like, I just get this impression that there's these legions of these crazy doctors going to every household and messing people up. This is a medical role. Have we got an advisor with a decent... Like, this is Canaan. I can't remember which one that even is. Let's just have a look. Canaan is... Ah, there it is. Okay, so it's right next to where we are now. Canaan. Baden. Let's just close this so I can see what I'm doing. There we are. Do you have a good medical role? No. Useless. Do we have anybody... Or do any of our advisors have any medical ability? Because I hate quack doctors so much. It's like, I don't know, it just seems to be one of those that it always bites me so hard. Get to advisors and technical skills, medical. No, none of them got any medical skills. Has anybody in my nation got medical? Just out of interest. Yeah, the governor of Gannet does. There's probably not much we can do here, I think. Aye, sir. Failure, yeah. Danger increased by 20. Matriuni is without leadership. Okay, this place is small. Timboa. Oh, he's got oratory at least. He's got medical as well. Actually, this guy's okay. Kind of wanted to get rid of him, didn't I? Because he really likes autocracy and he's just never happy. I might just appoint him briefly. I mean, he's going to be better than no one. Okay, let's get some public budget in here. Worker salary for Opalmount. Let's get some... I'll start thinking about getting some colonists. More recruits. Allow emergency food. There we go. Montefel turns its parliament against us. Interesting. Excuse me. All this strategizing makes me thirsty. So, the Parliament and the big corporations of Montefiore is trying to turn their leader, the High Leader, against us. And worse, they seem to be swaying the High Leader of Montefiore. Okay, we've got the opportunity to fix this quite easily, and we probably will get it. However, I don't want Montefiore to go to war with me necessarily. They can't really get at me, right? So if they're going to go to war with me, where are they going to go? Here? This is going to be quite easy for me to defend, unless they've got some significant technology advantage. Their tech level's pretty high, actually. No, it's the economic group that's in the... Yeah, this is the problem, look. We've got corporatists in government now. Now, they're already at war with Robespierre, Rochoyer Pax, Mayflower Federation, and Océan. To be honest, I don't know if I really need to. I mean... I don't want to be at war with someone else, but it's not gonna be a big problem if I am. I could technically be able to take some more territory. And to be honest, Skull Tower SHQ now is kind of mostly on industrial mode, so I don't really need to. I don't need to be too concerned about sending troops here. We only have we don't even have a land border with them. They would probably come through this way. Now, if they're at war as well, if they're at war with all of these guys, they're going to be losing land, and it's probably going to be Robespierre Republic that's taking it. Let's have a quick look at our victory overview and just see what's happening here. Well, Gigoix packs are currently... the reason why they're doing well is because of their populace amount. Look, they've got a huge amount of the populace. But we are twice as powerful as them, I'd say. And that's our closest rival, I guess. Robespierre Republic are large. Montefiore are actually relatively... They're almost the same. I think I'm going to do this just because because I'm just not going to lose points here.
Yes, sir.
So we stay friendly. That's good. Rochoyer Pax demands release of spy. This will give us political points. I'll do that.
Yes,
sir. Spies in Gigoix Republic have found information. Now, this is the guys that we're actually fighting. I must get used to using this thing here. Let's just get down here and find out what's going on with Gigoix Republic. Here we go. So, it's not going to matter. I'm just going to wipe them out, to be honest. It's just, I don't really care who I get in power there. Our spies in Vertillo have found information. Now, while I was kind of thinking about this before I started recording, I was like, this game is going to be one of two ways, I think. Either it's going to be a bit of a walkover for me because I'll just gradually take on one at a time, or something will happen where they'll all start going against me and trying to attack me. But with this diplomacy, with this guy in my Foreign Affairs Council, it's making it quite hard for anyone to do that. So I'm wondering, like, what do I do? Do I actually try to... Yeah, let me just scroll this map so it's a bit more... There we are. Do I try to make the game more difficult for myself and sort of fight quicker and try to win quicker? Or do I kind of just play it steady, build myself up? I mean, I've got so much territory now that unless I get attacked by a couple of strong enemies at once, if I'm left to my own devices, industry-wise, I'm going to dominate. We're going to add this amount of territory to my lands, I think, providing I can get to it before Robespierre do, and these guys here, Tarador. Because what happens is the AI always dogpiles once someone's losing. They all seem to attack, which is smart. Now, so I am going to take one, two more zones at least. Turn on the diplomatic colours. Look, pretty much everybody is green, which means they're kind of friendly of some sort. So there's only this guys who are not happy with me at the moment. But I could... Let's go back to the strategic map. What I could do is I could try and get one of these to switch to a less friendly regime, and then watch them go to war with everybody around them, including myself probably. So that is a thing that I can do. Like maybe Robosphere Republic would be a good one to do that with, because if I can get those two to fight, and once they're kind of engaged in a war with one another, I can just go whoop and walk in and just take as much as I can really fast. But I mean, strategically, that would be a smart thing to do. Just whether it would be fun for the game or not, I don't know. Commercial Citizens League. Let me just have a look at what each one of these does. Vertillo. Yeah, these are the real politicas. So we kind of can't. At the moment, we want to keep those guys in power. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Requesting fighting Syndic cells. Kill the space commies. Who's this? Karen on packs. Not really that bothered about you, to be honest.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're not very happy about that, but I really don't care. Like, who are Karen on packs anyway? Oh, they're third. They've actually got a lot of space. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens there. All right. So, I think firstly what I'm going to do is I'm going to do anything that I need to do over this end of the map, and because once that's out of the way, I can focus on the more pertinent stuff. So, I'd like to get some guns down here. I don't know if I really need them, but it might be. No, we might be all right. Let's just try going in with all we've got. Oof! Oof! Wow. Well, those guys gave as good as they got. Yeah, I mean that was a lot. That we were attacking a rather large force actually there. Okay, we're all going to be getting supplies. Yes, we are. Hopefully enough. And oops, no, not construct. I want to go to raise formation. Let's get some artillery here. Mind you, I think as I've learned this lesson before, didn't I? Like once I got to a certain point where I realised that the artillery wasn't actually that useful. Buggies. Buggies are always useful, especially my crossbillies that I've got. Yeah, let's get a couple of buggy regiments. Sorry, not regiments. Battalions. Just anything else that we could take that might be only useful to use. I suppose we could take some tanks, but I don't know how useful light tanks are going to be at this point. I think I'll just go with buggies. Buggies are always useful because they're good for recon. So I'll send those buggies up that way, and we might be able to just lose less troops this time. Yeah, we got these buggies here already. Look, we've actually got quite a lot. I'm just going to send the buggies in. We'll just come at them like the slavers do. Just pretend we're those Mad Max centipede eating, petrol drinking dudes. You know, the kind of guys you see at Burning Man. Okay, this is okay. There's nothing much going on here. I don't really want to. What's that? Is that an independent? Oh, that's an independent infantry battalion. I must have built those for some reason. Everything else over here looks okay. I've moved the 14th. Let's get these moved in. Wow, they're moving so slow. So is that all of them? On the 5th. Where's the HQ? There it is. Let's leave the HQ there. What's this? 4th Independent Medium Tank Battalion. Oh, we got some blockers here too. Let's move those guys down as quickly as possible. Where they're going to be the most use? Not so useful in the desert. Mind you, all of this is now... This is going to be hard for me to take because we've got loads of very easily defensible terrain. I mean, really what I want is... I have got one siege infantry battalion, but I kind of need more. Let's get those blockers down there anyway. At least they're going to be getting close to the... just closer to the front. Nothing to do... Nothing much to do up here. What have we got here? We've got some... I built another tank battalion, did I? Oh, no, I wanted to replace them. So let's go to mass replace. Crusader 2. Oh, can't do it. No, we can't do it. Okay. What about just normal replace?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There we go. The reason why I wanted to do that, look, we've actually got veteran troops here. And I'm not really sure what happens if you disband these guys. Do they become veteran? I think they probably must go back to the SHQ and then be just kind of sat there. I'm not really sure. I really do need to learn some of these systems a little bit more than I know because... Oh no, that was 70,000 I needed. 100 more. Let's just try and get as many of our troops back in the fight as we can. Bolter buses, 10 machine gunners. What else have we lost? Yeah, we're not doing bad. I'm really not doing bad. We're going to have a lot of veteran troops, which is exactly what I want. You I need to... Don't know, this official gift never gives very much, does it? It's probably not even worth it. Bonus is not high either. Let's go for the official gifts.
Roger that.
Failure. Oh, look at that. How unfortunate. At least it improved it a little bit. I don't want this person causing problems. Camden Quintarch. Okay, we can't do a lot here. We are running out of... I think this is food. I think it's... Well, they're not getting supplies for everything. Now, next turn, look, if you look at my predicted... the preview points, you'll see that we're going to get a lot more. And... Now that is better. Like I actually spent some time going through these road systems and deleting some of the roads out. So, but for the time being, it's going to be quite hard for me to get anything down here. I really need to get something down into this side of Boston though, just before Robosphere Republic do. As usual, the 8th are going to go down on this eastern flank. 2, 3, 4. There must be another one somewhere. There we are. Let's get some bikes down in. Kind of get some eyes on what's going on in Boston. But again, they don't have a lot. I wonder how easy it will be for me to take them. Now, I expect their SHQ must be in Gigoix. So, or Gigoix. So let's cut that road. That will help. We're going to bring these tanks in. Now, do I need this many troops down here? I think the answer to this question is probably no. And it is going to be putting a strain on my logistics. I do wonder if I should start thinking about moving one of these groups back now. Like the second... These are soldier 3s, look. And soldier, like these guys are outdated. I think I'm going to move these back, back to, well, back to where I guess, wherever wherever it is we can actually get replacements. So I don't think I need all those troops now. So I just need to find. Is that all of them? 1, 2. No, I'm missing a troop. There we are. Let's get these guys replaced. We've got the 5th coming in anyway, so we have got another battalion coming in, but we don't. I mean, these guys will be veterans, or they're, you know, yeah. Look, we've got some veteran guys, but they're wildly varying equipment levels. I mean, we've even got some soldier 1s, soldier 3s in here, just with padded environment suit. We don't want those guys fighting. Not now. We can do better than that. We really want this core doing the fighting, I think, now. What do we got here? Let's get these guys in. We also have this the 10th Infantry Brigade. Again, I don't think we're going to need that many troops. So we've got the 11th here. I think the 11th I'm going to try and get round this way. The Siege Infantry I'm just going to get round this way. But I'm fairly sure we're just going to be able to go straight in here with our tanks. Now those are dragons. Those are the blockers. Now even with... Yeah, let's go in with 2 lots of tanks at once. Yeah, these guys don't stand a chance, look.
No harm? Yeah, right.
Okay. So let's get this core up. And in the next, I mean, I don't know, but I reckon in the next couple of turns there's a fair chance that I'll be able to take these guys out. We have got a small amount of artillery if we want to bombard them. The 10th probably want to... Let's get them down this way. And at least we can start heading that way towards Gigoix. Let's get some tanks. We'll try and hit them on different sides with tanks, with the armour. This armoured brigade. I think the armoured brigade is just going to punch. It's going to punch through pretty hard. With the 11th up, the armoured brigade can get a bit closer. Let's just get their HQ in there. Get some recon bikes in. Now these GR grade infantry are attached to the 2nd, aren't they? Let's attach them to the 8th. I think I might have reattached those, but we'll attach those to the 8th. Now we've got some cataphracts in here as well. I wonder if those might be worth bringing those guys into the same group. There we go. So that's a pretty powerful group. Those could actually... Oh look, they've got 82 experience as well. These are veterans. They might actually, if we found some of the cataphracts, we could actually create a whole... Yeah, we got more there, look. I don't know if I need to put that many together. They will survive longer though, like that, without a doubt. Oh right, this turn is kind of getting a bit long, so I think everything else is looking okay. Make sure we've got everything else. Yeah, all that looks okay. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got going down here. Now these guys haven't got quite so much supply. I think looks like it was food they weren't getting. SHQ looks good. I might just get some more ammo, just so that in case there is a large offensive, we have to use a lot of ammo. Let's try and move these guys. Oh, okay. Sorry, reptiloids.
Prepare for evasive maneuvers.
Same with the tanks. Okay, they've got this land quite well defended. Let's see if we can cut these guys off with this lot. Again, we've been ambushed. Okay, we managed to kill something at least, but yeah, wow, that was really devastating. So look at this. This is really cool, right? These guys they're kind of hiding out in the hills, and that's a really defensible position. Now, Guerrier 2, they've just got, again, they just got carbines. Carbines are combat armor. But they are, well, they did a number on us then. I think we're going to have to figure out a way of getting through here. Walkers would be a nice bet if we could get some walkers in. No, we can't move those any further. Blockers aren't going to do much good, I don't think. Yeah, wow. Interesting. Have just cut that supply line there, though. Now, if we could get there. Okay, they've wisely got people on that asset, that agridome, but we would probably starve them if we didn't. I've got to be careful here. I can't have any of my supply lines cut. So let's just keep these guys where they are. Yeah, we've got the supply line here cut as well. I'm just going to leave these here. I would like to actually get some more. I probably need some more troops in this way. I think the 5th are going to have to come down this side. I hope I'm leaving myself enough troops moving these guys out. I think I am. I don't think that should be a big problem. So, can we actually start building walkers yet? Did I design a... Oh no, I don't think I've designed one yet, have I? Or did I? No, I don't think we've got any walkers yet. I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but this is the design I got for my first tank destroyer. Not great. Terrible, terrible armour. I think that's going to be a re-roll. Even though the structural side of it wasn't that bad. Now, these guys are kind of being wasted, just sat here. But I don't know, I seem to be doing okay with what I've got down here. I'm guessing I'm probably going to be able to take what they've got down here with what I have. My main priority really is just because I really don't want Robosphere Republic taking this place from me. So look, they got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff here. Excuse me. Okay, we've got some of these guys to move over. That's it, I think, for the warfare for this turn. Pretty much everything else that I've got to do is going to be to do with just making sure that the SHQs, the relative SHQs, are getting what they need, because we're actually operating at a massive energy deficit here. So I'm actually going to send some. I've been building solar panels all over. And they should kick in next turn, but just this turn I do need to trade. So let's go to transfer, and then we'll. It's free to transfer energy, so we don't have a whole lot ourselves.
Understood.
Is that going to do it? Nope. We need to transfer more. Where are we?
Understood.
Still not going to do it. Yeah, we got to be careful not to. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Next turn we will get. I've actually just built. If you go to the construction report, look. Oh no, that was not it. Zone overview. Oh, I forget how you do this one now. I think it's the construction report, but basically, yeah, we've got a solar panel field going up next turn. There was one that just went up this turn as well. So if we go to assets, go to the first SHQ, I forget where it is now. There we go. Solar panels 2 just went up, and that should be enough, at least temporarily. We've got solar panels 1 just went up. Solar panels 1 just went up. That might be enough to cover that deficit. If it's not, yeah, it's no biggie. I just start building more. That's basically what I'm just going to have to do. But for this turn, that is it. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the series, and I'll catch you soon. Take it easy.